What's up, y'all? Your boy is back on the grind one more time, doing another project, man. This quarantine, man, is giving me all kinds of time and and motivation and money spent on getting some stuff done. Luckily, I haven't actually had to spend a whole lot of money on this because they're actually, all these projects are actually all things that I've already had set aside, or parts that I've already bought, and there might have been like cheap junkyard parts that I just went to the junkyard to get. So a lot of the stuff that I've been wanting to do to this car I've already had in the works, but just never had time to do it. However, I have been wanting to get like some little things done. Like I've always wanted to upgrade the lights on there to like LED or HID headlights in the front. I might still eventually go LED in the front, but for now, especially since I just put them in, they're all HIDs in the front, LED halos, and they look really good, so I'm happy with that. If you guys saw my community post on the light strip that I had put on my console, that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. Not necessarily on the console, but I've been wanting to put that light somewhere. I just didn't know where. Originally, I thought I was going to put it possibly right here. I thought it would have been a really good look, but man, I don't want to cut or put a hole on this car. I just didn't want to do it. So those lights that I got are opera lights from Parisian, I think it's called, or Parisian or Parisian, Oldsmobile. And they're just like the shorter version of the opera lights like you kind of see on the box Chevys, like the really long ones. So I just took it just because they were there and I know how hard they are to come by. And I figured, well, if I didn't put it maybe here, that I would probably use it and put it somewhere else. But I didn't realize that they came with like those, they call them EL lights or electro luminescent lights or something like that, and they are they're ran a little bit different. I guess you need an inverter to power those things, and so the light never worked, and so I saw you can get those EL lights online, and so I went to Amazon, I think, and I got the blue EL light, and I hooked it up, and I basically took the whole opera light apart and I installed that light and put it in, and it actually looks really good. Also, the lens, I actually frosted the lens to kind of make it a little bit more less see-through, so you can't really see inside of it, and it actually is a really good look. So I'll talk a little bit more about that a little later, but as far as this video is upgrading to LEDs, and so I've been still waiting for some more LEDs to come in, but I'm gonna flip this camera around and show you what I've been working on right now. All right, so you see I got the side marker apart here. Very easy, man. It's just like a little screw and that lens pops off. These are the 194 bulbs, and they look like this. This is the original bulb, the 194 bulbs that just came standard, and shoot, man, all kinds of GM cars, even other ones as well. I just think they're different part numbers. And this is just a 194 LED version of it. As you can see, it is the same bulb. That just has 5 different LEDs on it, so, and just far brighter. So I thought that'd be just a nice, cheap, simple upgrade. I mean, these are just like probably Chinese brand made, I'm sure. I got them on Amazon for like 11 bucks or something like that, and they came with like 10 or 12 or something like that. So enough to do all my side markers and other various lights and stuff. So very simple upgrade. Anyways, let me go ahead and put these on, and I'm gonna see how bright they actually light up. Ooh, man, I think I am blind. Those lights are super bright. So I got the 2 side marker lights in. I'm gonna start attacking these right now. So I think you can just take these 2 bolts off, and then that little housing there pops out. So I'm gonna see if I can change that out right now.
This glare off these shiny panels are blinding me too. Shit, man, I don't even know if these things have ever been off. They're screwed in like they never even came off before. That's how you know your car's OG, man.
So as soon as I undid those screws, this came right off. So let me see if I can pop this off with one hand. All right, y'all, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's on, and they're pretty bright. Probably can't really tell from the video, but I'll probably try to get a night shot too to see how bright they actually are. Yeah, also with these LEDs, I was told, or at least to my understanding, you have to eventually upgrade your flashers, especially if you have LEDs for your turn signals and stuff like that. For me, I actually have some LED strips in there that if you guys saw my previous videos on my sequential lights, this here was never a light. It was just there for decoration basically. And I put some LED strips in there to give me like a third brake light. But with my flashers, the old school style flashers, it kind of acted funny. And so you have to basically upgrade your flasher. Well, I did some research and found a flasher where you can, it's newer, it allows you to run LEDs, but it also allows you to speed up and turn down your flashing signal, which I thought was pretty dope. It just has a Phillips head on it, screw, and then you could just screw it in and out to speed up or slow down your flasher speed. And I don't know if you guys probably can't see it, but it's actually mounted up here. So this is my flasher there. You guys probably can't see it, but it's the round style. Well, the one I have is like square. And so also it wouldn't allow me just to plug it right in. I had to reverse the polarity of it. So I just made some wires that you can see here. I have it running from my flasher here. And instead of plugging in like normal, I have the wires swapped and plugged them in that way. And that way it allowed me to use that flasher to its full capability. It basically reversed the polarity. Well, damn, y'all came into a little problem. So this LED is actually a little longer than your normal style 194. So it'll fit in the side markers fine, but it won't fit in your old school style license plate housing. Next time I hit the junkyard, I'll look for one of these off like an old school GM, so I'm not, you know, messing with this one. And then I'll basically modify it so I could put my LED. As I was actually out there installing those side marker LEDs and stuff, Amazon came again. I wasn't supposed to get these till tomorrow, but they came today, so great. These here are the LED reverse lamp lights. So as you can see, it has a single little prong there, and that just means basically only one light. I forgot how many LEDs these have on there, something like 60 plus LEDs or something. And I wanted these kind for the tail lights and the reverse lamp lights. See that little magnifying lens? So that's kind of like a projector lens. So when they shine out, it basically projects the light out a little bit more aggressive. So these are the same style projector lenses that I have for my HEDs or HIDs. So yeah, so I got these, got 2 of those for the reverse lamps. Then I got 4 of these. So they come in a set of 2. They are tail light lenses with red turn signals, or turn signal lenses basically. So they light up red, and then they're also a turn signal as well. Same thing with the projector style lens. So they come in a set of 2 again. So I got 2 of these, and as you can see, 2 different prongs there. So one for just your regular lens, and then your turn signal, and also it'll come on when you brake as well too. So got those, so I'm excited about that. Get those installed, and shoot, man, my whole back end of that car will be lighting up bright. I've already took them out and got them installed here. So these are red, I mean bright red. I just turn on the lights and they're pretty bright even in the daylight. And then they're also turn signals and brake lights as well. So when I hit the brake, they'll get even brighter. Now they have a magnifying lens here on the front, or projector lens. So they'll be even brighter when you hit the brake or the turn signal. This is just a straight up reverse light. So let me go ahead and turn this on and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so probably pretty hard to tell how bright it actually is, but if I look directly in there, it's super bright, y'all. Let's see if I can get it. But you can see how bright it is, and that's just the lights only. But yeah, y'all, they're just direct replacement. So if you cross-reference this one here, I think it's a 2057. Let's see. Yeah, 2057. If you cross-reference that number for a LED for like an old school GM, probably sure that they'll work in other models as well. Then you'll come up with something like this. Remember, it's a regular tail light and turn signal light all in one. And then this one here. I think this is 1156, I want to say. Yeah, I think so. But you'll know because it only has the one prong. But yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these installed and show you what it looks like. All right, so up here, I already replaced the 2 turn signals or parking signals, parking lights, whatever, in the back on the edges there. So now I'm gonna do these ones as well. This one's a little bit harder to get to. I can take off this whole thing, but I'm gonna have to take off like 4 different bolts to take off this whole assembly. I can go from the bottom, but it's a little tight. I already went from the bottom here and barely got my fingers up under there to get that off. The parking light up front, and I don't know if this blinks as well when I turn on the signal. I don't think it does, but this is the parking light for the up front, and this is a direct replacement for that. This bulb is a little bit longer, just by a little bit with this. It should be able to fit in the parking light. Let me go ahead and try to do this real quick. So sometimes you'll see a lot of some corrosion in there. There's just a little bit. I'll probably take my screwdriver. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and used my little screwdriver to scrape those connections off. I also put some of this dielectric grease on there just in case. I usually do that when I replace these lights anyway. So these do have to go in a certain way. I don't know which way, but I usually just put them in. And then I usually just go turn them on and see if it turns on. So I'll be right back. Let me go turn it on. Oh, yep, so the right way. So there it's on, y'all. Super bright. Yeah, so hard to tell right now during the day, but those LEDs are in there, but you can tell how they're lit at different angles. So at night, they should be really a lot brighter at night. So got the parking signals in. On the bottom here, these are switchback lights. So actually this one isn't working. What? All right, y'all, I am LED'd up everywhere now on the outside of the car. Got the halos in. Got the front parking lights on, so I figured that one out. I just didn't have a ground hooked up. When I hooked up my headlights, I must have cut a ground on accident, so hooked up the ground. That's back in there now. Again, those actually, when the turn signal hits, they blink amber, like this color here. So they blink amber when the turn signal's on, and then when it's off, it's just straight up white. LEDs here on the outside. This is what it looks like on the day. I'll take you around to the side of the car here real quick. So very hard to tell right now since the sun's right on it, but now they are red. But yeah, a little bit hard to tell. I'll try to get a nighttime shot for you guys, but man, I'm excited to see what this thing looks like at night though. I think it'll look pretty dope. All right, y'all, that's reverse lights, and they are super white. Damn. Hella white. But yeah, way whiter than what I had on there before. And here I installed the opera light, if you guys saw my community post. Have it set up in there. You can see it from right here, kind of how I installed it. I think it looks pretty dope. So also for your guys' entertainment, so I got a solid lit, blinking, and then double time. Nighttime shot. LEDs. Halos, front parking / turn signal lights. parking lights. Side marker. Now look how red those are now, y'all. So those are red taillight lenses, not white ones, or excuse me, red taillight bulbs, not white ones, red. So now you get super duper red. And then these are just LED strips that I added. These lenses are different than these. So these magnify a little bit brighter. These are kind of a little bit more dull. Never intended to be a lens with a light in it, but I added it in there. Tail light and brake light on. So the brake pedal is pressed right now. Turn this off. So now I'm gonna shine my upper lights so you guys can see what the upper light looks like. Oh man, I never seen it at night. Ooh-wee. That's pretty dope. Yeah, buddy, I like that. Anyways, y'all, this is gonna conclude the LED upgrade and the upper light upgrade to the console. Man, I'm digging these upgrades, y'all. But you guys know what to do, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Do all that good stuff, y'all. And we'll holla. Stay tuned for more.